Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here, doing a review on a standard WE 1911. So let me start with just the externals. So the slide here is metal, it is black. The frame here is metal also. It is a little bit different color between the two blacks. Slide lock here is metal, magazine release is metal, trigger's metal, frame safety is metal, beaver tail safety is metal. This back here is a little bit thicker than the real thing right here. It's not adjustable as far as I know. You might be able to swap that out, but this is like the hammer springs in here and everything. The hammer's metal. The sights are standard. The barrel is chrome, which I don't really like because it takes away from the World War II type look. The grips here are plastic. I plan on painting those black because I'm not doing any World War II type stuff. This right here is the magazine. It only holds 15 rounds and hardly any gas, but it does not leak. So you can get 2 mags out of this without filling with gas, but that's only 30 shots. But this thing, like I said, hardly holds any gas. So it's not that it's ungas efficient, it's just it doesn't hold a lot of gas. So I'd recommend maybe getting one of those CO2 injectors, and that would obviously get probably about the same amount of rounds out of with propane, but you get a lot faster, snappier recoil, and better action. So to disassemble this, you have to have it cocked, and you have to pull it back as far as this half circle right on the slide, and you push the pin out on the other side, pull it out, and then you separate the two. Now this right here is the frame. This is basically standard WE, and there's not a whole lot of steel parts in here, but they're not too bad. I wouldn't really worry about them breaking as long as you're keeping care of your gun. To disassemble the rest of the gun, you just take the spring and spring guide out. You pull this out. You turn this, I guess you could say, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me, barrel cap. Take that out, set it to the side, and just slide your hop-up unit, your barrel actually out, and then your hop-up unit is in here. And to get the actual unit out, to take the screw out on the bottom here right below the wheel, it's a Phillips head screw, but you can just use your flathead screwdriver like me. Untighten it all the way and get it out. Take the plastic piece off on the other side and slide it out. This right here is a WE USA Ultra Precision 6.03 millimeter tight bore. Honestly, this hop-up unit wasn't doing the best for me in terms of consistency. I was getting a lot of off shots and stuff. I am not sure why. I need to see if it's because the barrel's moving around in the hop-up or the outer barrel. Not really a whole lot. I'll probably just tape this up so that it stays in the unit a little bit better. But it seems to be completely correct. Yeah. Let me actually go get some tape really quick and tape this up so you guys can see how to do that. Alright, so I only have standard duct tape right now. That should work though. Pull about that much out, and then cut it, or rip it. Just like that. And then you slide it into your outer barrel, and that kind of secures it a little bit better. You can kind of go up and down just to make sure it's ready to be in there. And it holds stuff together a little bit better. It's not really going to add any compression or anything. It's just going to hold this from moving around in there. Probably because that aftermarket barrel is just not as tight, so you get a a little bit thicker on there. I'm going to do a little bit more on the front part because there's actually none on there. Struggle with ripping duct tape, especially with like dirt, grease on your hands. It's not easy. Okay, after you wrap that, stick it in, and there you go. And there's hardly any wobble there. Hopefully it'll cycle correctly. So then you just push this cap right back on. And there's a screw you have to... it goes through. I think the threads are actually on the plastic, so... threads in plastic is just not really a very good idea in general. The screw is absolutely tiny, and this thing attracts the it's magnetic, so it like pulls it away. If you don't catch it in the threads, it'll come out. Make sure you're using a small enough screwdriver, and I would suggest standard Phillips head. Should be pretty good. So then you just slide it in through this way. Take your cap here and put it on. Sometimes these will bend. This actually looks kind of a little bit bent on the one side. Those bend and they'll actually snap off. It depends on what type of gun it is. But some guns, like my Elite Force 1911, that actually snapped off. But it has yet to actually make the come out and make the barrel wobble around. And I've put at least 10 mags through it, so it's obviously not budging. Alright, I'm going to go and shoot it. The FPS, it averages about 280 with .25s, and that's what I have it working with right now. So let's go and shoot it. Sometimes it'll jam up here. I'm having some jamming issues, but... for some reason, it's doing every single shot. Why in the world is it doing that? Is it the barrel? It's legitimately doing that every single time. There, the slide lock back. Let me hold the slide lock down and... really? That's not very good. This thing keeps doing... I'm going to go ahead and take that tape off because I think that's having to do something with it. So if your gun isn't functioning correctly after doing that, like mine isn't, take it out because it might just have to do with the barrel returning back into battery. So take your screw out. I was having some jamming issues, but it was not nearly that bad. Alright, maybe that'll help. Take that one front layer off, as you can see. I'm actually not going to put that thing in, that cap on there yet. So I can fire it like this, I think. We'll see. Put your pin back in. Sorry for this lengthy video, guys. Yeah, it's not cycling correctly. Wow. Maybe because that pin's not in there. I'm just gonna take all the dang tape off. And that barrel is not very secure inside of there, so maybe I'll just put the screw in now. Sorry for this lengthy video, guys. You can skip a little bit to the end so that you can see. It's just some of these type of pistols, guns in general, need to actually have that tape there. But, I mean, this is no, it's not. This thing's not even cycling smoothly. Wow. That's what you get when you buy a used gun, especially when it's not functioning correctly. It was jamming up on the hammer, so I sanded that down and fixed the issue, but once in a while it'll still jam up. Not on the hammer, but just jam up for, seems like no apparent reason. So the frame should be replaced, or maybe even the slide, I don't know, something like that. Alright, smoother now. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. As you can see, without that tape on the front of it, it's perfect. We're out of gas now, so yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was just technical difficulties. Obviously, it just wasn't cycling very good because of that tape. So what I did there with that little bit of tape should keep the barrel stabilized in the back at least and give me some more consistent shots, because sometimes it's WEUSA, obviously tight bore, so it should be able to just slide in the gun and work, but sometimes tight bores aren't working as even as good as stock when you install them instantly. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Sorry it was too long. If you got bored, that's okay that you got out of it. But I do recommend this pistol. Just buy it new. Don't try to get something used, because chances are there's going to be an issue with it, or as soon as you get it, it's going to break or something along those lines. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys.